When I watched Skip and Loafer, I found myself going, "Aw, this show is so wholesome," to "This show, this show is so wholesome." Skip and Loafer isn't your typical slice-of-life anime. Well, in terms of setting and general day-to-day activities it is, but where it shines is its characters and general portrayal on high school friendships and first loves. The type of sincerity you don't often see in the genre. I like my trashy romances and ridiculous situations as much as this guy likes Tenka. I'm this guy and I do like Tenka, but stories like Skip and Loafer that feel as heartfelt and as real as it does are truly special. But what was author and artist Takamatsu Misaki working on before they began their work on Skip and Loafer? The answer is sometimes very sad, or very weird, or very gay, depending on where you start. So let's take a look back at the manga that came before Skip and Loafer. Let's start with the weird. As someone who only knew Takamatsu's name because of Skip and Loafer, I really wasn't expecting a manga from them to be like this. Okay, let me give you some setup. Here's this young girl, Yudaka Yuri. She's your typical high school senior, but she can't decide what to write down her career path. She does, however, have a passion for track, something that seems to bring her a lot of joy, and she has a tournament coming up, so she has to give it her all. Stop wasting all your time on those clubs. You're not even good enough to be an athlete anyway. Keep your hobbies and your real life separate. Jeez, okay, yeah, mom is a little harsh, but it's for Yuri's own good, I guess. I mean, her point is Yuri needs to focus on securing her future. She really enjoys track, but at the same time, she feels lost and unsure about what comes next after high school. In fact, Yuri wishes that she could run so fast that tomorrow could never catch up to her. Feel that. One day after school, something happens that could change her future, if there is one. When I think about what came before Skip and Loafer, I think maybe a nice story about love, or something involving cute ducks or something. Not any of this. Japan gets suddenly attacked by something not of this earth. Not of this solar system, probably. When Yuri comes to, she finds herself in a strange forest, but she isn't alone. A man named Kitazawa Chihiro also awoke in this strange place. Neither of them know where they are or how exactly they got there. They can only vaguely remember the day they were abducted and the fact that they were abducted. What is this? Is it alive? Don't tell me this is the way out. I feel like I'm losing my grip on reality. What is it? I got it. This is a dream. Whoa! I just had a weird dream, and this is a continuation. Excuse me, what kind of dream was it? I don't really remember that well. Something about aliens attacking? Again, when I say I wasn't expecting this, I meant it. There was no doubt in my mind that Takamatsu is talented with a pencil, but these incredible backgrounds that illustrate this alien planet and the designs of the things that inhabit it really impress me. There's a sense of wonder when Yuri believes this place is all a dream, but dread and fear slowly creep in when they both realize it's not. And the manga continues following this unlikely pair as they try to survive on this planet and make their way back home, if that's even possible. Things only get weirder from here, but I found it to be an interesting story about human nature and how strange our species can be. It's only one volume and 6 chapters long, so you can bang it out in an afternoon. Alright, let's see here. The next one of Takamatsu's work is a romance. Alright, this is more of the stuff that I was expecting. A 5-chapter long manga called Welcome Back, Ariel. Following unlikely friends and even more unlikely lovers. Kazu and Seto have been friends for a while despite them having very different personalities. As their time in school continues, Kazu realizes that he's not into the girls he dates, and despite the popularity he has with them, he has absolutely no interest. He comes to realize his feelings for Seto go a bit further than just friendship. But how could he tell him? Does he feel the same way? Especially when Seto just managed to get himself his first girlfriend. It's a cute story that deals with the struggles of figuring out your sexuality, the jealousy and anger that comes when the one that you want to love you might not, and even more depressing things like abuse and... Okay, remember when I said this is what I expected from Takamatsu? I take it back. This is so much darker than Skip and Loafer. But what it does share with Skip and Loafer is the emotion and realness of the subjects it's trying to tackle. It feels so genuine to me. I guess I can't completely understand how Kazu feels because I love women. But I can absolutely relate to the feeling of fear of ruining a friendship when you grow feelings, or the immature jealousy you feel when the one you love doesn't choose you. Stilettos in the Summer is a one-shot that Takamatsu released on Twitter in 2019, after Skip and Loafer began serialization, but she revealed in the same post that the one-shot was actually created 2 to 3 years before she made the post, so technically it was made before Skip and Loafer. I read this and I'm starting to think that maybe Skip and Loafer is actually the manga that feels out of place on Takamatsu's resume. Everything, including this one-shot, lacks that wholesome side that makes Skip and Loafer such an enjoyable read and watch. The manga I've read so far have so much more darker themes and drama that Skip and Loafer really feels like she entered a different era of her work. And that's really cool. Everything Takamatsu made has its own vibe, and that's really impressive. Caught me off guard, but impressive. Now, don't get me wrong, Skip and Loafer still has that tension and drama that is found in Takamatsu's earlier works, especially with one of the main characters, Sosuke Shima, a cheerful high schooler who is very popular with everyone because of his laid-back nature, kindness, and good looks. That's at least the person he tries to show off to everyone. Even from the early chapters, readers come to learn that there's more to Sosuke Sosuke. There's a part of him that he hides to protect himself, but it's ultimately holding him back from being truly happy. And that's what makes our main protagonist so awesome. Mitsumi Irokura, a country girl gone to the city. She wears her heart on her sleeve and is so genuine about who she is. It catches those she interacts with off guard at first, but it slowly allows those very same people to let down their guard. What I love so much about this series is the sincerity that each of the characters have with each other. Sosuke and Mitsumi's friendship feels so honest. And seeing all the bonds she forms grow is why I enjoy this series so much. When I compare Skip and Loafer to the first manga we looked at, it gets me excited for what Takamatsu might create next. In the afterword of her first serialized manga, she writes about how she often wondered if she would ever stop being embarrassed by her art and stories. She writes, "When I was a child, I would turn on the light at night and draw manga. So many of those pages were carefully cut out and thrown away so many years ago, and there are none left. I just thought, I wonder if one day I'll be great at making art and stories, and I'll be able to write a manga I'm not embarrassed about. In the end, I'm still just as embarrassed with myself as I was when I was a child. But through my involvement with so many people, I no longer feel like I want to throw this one away too. And most importantly, the happiness I get when I hear my readers say, 'That was interesting,' after reading one of my manga has made me no longer satisfied with just shoving my manga away into a corner of my closet. Thank you all for reading this way. I'd be happy if you enjoyed reading my work, even if it was just for a little bit.' It's words like this that I want to live by, that I'm currently trying to live by keeping up with this YouTube channel. No matter how cringe I think my voice acting may be or how choppy my mic might sound, I'm still going to do it, embarrassed or not. I'll keep trying to improve, of course, but it shouldn't stop me from making stuff I want to make now to share with you. And the same goes for you. If there's something you want to make, say, or create, but have been too embarrassed to do it embarrassed, because you'll regret not doing it at all. So, thank you, Takamatsu Misaki, and thank you for watching, even if it's just for a little bit.